Honestly, I look at this game, and I think what annoys me the most in this whole thing is I'm becoming, as a Giant fan, more and more. I don't want to say anti because it's like I still root for the guy because again he's a Giant. I'm becoming less supportive, I guess is maybe the best way to word it, of Joe Schoen. Can you tell me one guy that Joe Schoen drafted that made a difference in this game?
I mean, I hear what you say, but also
He's had 3 years
you,
though. I'm saying legit. Like, name me one guy.
Malik Neighbors.
Okay, the guy who's the first game, he was a 6th overall pick, and the obvious one.
You said one guy,
I hear you,
but
but
also what he's
I'm
done.
being
But
serious. Like,
also what he's done is this offseason he made different moves. Yes, we watched Barkley get 3 touchdowns in Brazil. All right,
Brent
F
did.
us. Right? We watched McKinney kind of should. I shouldn't say shut down the Eagles because the Eagles did win, but like he played good that game. We let them go, but also we freed up what $40 million a year because of that, $35 million a year, and we made a lot of moves on that offensive line
Yeah.
that was never the way it was before. We made moves on the defensive line, so yes, you can sit there and nitpick the draft picks, and it is a gamble. Some people get hurt, some people
Yes.
don't pan out. But like Thibodeaux, like it's after week 1. That's a position you don't come out as a rookie looking great. So if it's by the bye week and this is how they're all still playing, then yeah, I could probably get closer to jumping on your bandwagon. But seeing this game where it wasn't our Sunday,
Yeah.
obviously, I don't know if I could jump on the bandwagon bashing Shane.
It's not, but I'm saying, hold on. I want to be clear on this. It's not bashing. It's showing concern for what he's done to this team. I want to be very clear. I'm not going to bash the guy because he's a Giant, and I want to support him because of the fact he's a Giant. He is the GM. This is 30 year.
I hear you. So
look at the trap. But I'm saying, Kayvon Thibodeaux, 0 tackles. Evan Neal didn't even play in the game. At least I didn't see him pop. Maybe he popped it as a 3rd tackle. I missed it. So
I don't think so.
If I'm wrong, someone feel free to correct me. I didn't see him once, and I'm glad on that, by the way. I hate to say it. Cordell Flott gave up that horrible touchdown. Wandale, good. I'm happy with Wandale. I'm not blaming Wandale in this game at all. Bellinger dropped an obvious pass. Has looked bad. Has looked worse since his rookie year. Dane Belton. I didn't see anything out of him really this game. Go. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's, oh my god. It's just like, I feel like this is the problem.
I
you can't draft correctly when you have quality draft picks. You're not going to have a good team.
You're right, but also if your coaching staff is not coaching them up properly. So we would talk about Evan Neal, and we talk about how bad that offensive line has been for years, and we finally get rid of the offensive line coach, get a new coach in. We revamp that offensive line. Looks way better. There's no argument there. Way better than last year.
And I'm curious to actually watch. We're talking about Shane draft picks. I haven't got a chance, obviously, to watch all 22, watch that kind of stuff because the game just ended an hour ago here. I'm curious to see JMS. That's what I'm curious about.
Me too.
Because I want to see how he looked in this game. And I have, like I said, I plan on watching later on all 22 tape to see that kind of stuff because JMS is a guy that I still, like we talked about it before, I'm still pretty high on him. I think he was the best center in that draft. But, let's throw Hyatt. Let's throw Hyatt into this mix. Hyatt, 3rd round pick. Would he look good in this game? Only thing I remember is him dropping a pass.
I mean, he also wasn't thrown to until 42 minutes into the game. His first pass.
No, but why?
So that's
we drafted him to supplant Slayton. Let's be honest. We drafted him to supplant.
And what it's Slane to have? What 4 targets, 5 targets?
But my whole point is that he was at least on the field.
I understand what you're saying. So is Hyatt. My point is, like you're saying, this is all Slane's fault. Slane's fault. You said it's all Shane's fault.
No,
but,
like I said, I'm not saying it's all Shane's fault. What I'm saying,
you're talking about USC positive out of his
development from his guys, except for apparently the 2 wide receivers.
But at the same time, it also falls on the coaching who has not put those players into play. Like it's not just a him; it's a unit thing that's going on. I
don't know.
So,
like I said,
after today, I'm not taking it as just the one.
I'm getting more and more down on Shane, and I think part of what it is, and guys, like I hate to let a TV show change my opinion of anybody, and I'm not going to say it changed it. Like I'm not going to go that far.
It opened my eyes, though. I'll go that far.
But when you see the way he acted on Hard Knocks, is it just me, or do you guys think of him as kind of like a schmuck now? Like he seemed cocky as crud on that show, and yet, yeah, guys, Deonte Banks I'm going just off 23 for a second. Deonte Banks, we talked about him being kind of a mixed bag in this game. JMS, again, we have to go look at that. I'm willing to say JMS didn't play necessarily so bad. Jalen Hyatt barely played. Eric Gray barely played. Trey Hawkins. I mean, Owens, is he on the practice squad now? I mean, this is a whole year of 1 year ago.
Gray. Gray. I mean, I think I saw him once or twice out there, but I do recall him get 8 yards on the first down.
He had 2 carries for 6 yards and a catch for 9 yards. So he had 3 touches on the game, but for 14 yards, obviously for 15 yards in total.
Yeah, not a good day, obviously. But the only time I recall seeing Gray was that one play.
This is my frustration. I didn't go to this year's because of the fact that this year's draft picks is their very first game in the NFL. But we're going through players in the last 2 drafts. But a lot of misses, guys. A lot of misses. And I'm not going to sit there and say he's worse than Gettleman. I'm not going to say that. But I'm seeing a lot of misses, guys. And it's starting to scare me the way we've been drafting the last couple of years. Because we didn't like Gettleman. And I get why. I get him, especially the way he threw out money in free agency, was a horrible GM. Let's be very frank, was a horrible GM. And I'm not going to put him in that category. But Joe Schoen's draft picks are really starting to scare me more and more. And like Spaz says, get rid of Dable, tired of the BS. I actually like Dable. That's the weird thing. I would actually be open to keeping Dable. And if this continues, which hopefully it doesn't, and hopefully this is all just us overreacting to week 1. But if it continues, I would mind getting rid of Shane and keeping Dable if whoever replaces Shane likes to keep Dable.
It was actually really funny because I was thinking that halfway through the game.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.